We are back on the record. This is the public hearing for contract award, Friday, March 23rd, 2012, 2:00 p.m., Department of Information Technology and Telecommunications. The hearing is taking place at 2 Metrotech Center, 4th floor, Neustar Avenue, Conference Room, Brooklyn, New York. We got another additional request for oral testimony, so we are reopening the hearing for testimony. Councilmember Brewer.
Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity. Thank you for reopening. I am Gale Brewer. I am the City Council member for the West Side of Manhattan and Northern Clinton, and I am the former chair of the Technology Committee and now chair of Governmental Operations. And I want to thank DeWitt for holding this hearing, although I think it's mandated, and for taking a step toward securing the .NYC top-level domain, also known as TLD. This is an issue I have worked on for several years. I introduced a resolution in the City Council in 2008 supporting local efforts to acquire .NYC. We had a hearing on this resolution October 17th, 2008, and we heard from a lot of stakeholders, including Tom Lowenhaupt, who I think testified earlier and who is, in my opinion, the person who's introduced this to New York City. And I want to thank him for that. The development of an NYC-specific domain name represents an opportunity for our city to establish a digital identity to help residents and tourists access local services and businesses, and I'm glad that it's moving forward. However, I have to tell you, I'm a little bit disappointed in the lack of notice to the public about this hearing and about the selection of a vendor in general. We became aware of this agreement on Tuesday, March 20th. We haven't had a chance to review the whole contract. From what I have heard, the business side of this deal appears promising. Neustar is paying the $185,000 application fee to ICANN, as I understand it, as well as the $25,000 annual fee. Our city stands to receive 40% of revenues from domain sales and advertising via .NYC, which is all positive. But my concern, and I'm going to reiterate this, remains how this will be marketed. Increased revenue for the city is certainly important given our fiscal situation, but the first priority of .NYC needs to be to promote the interests of our city, to improve the lives of our residents, our businesses, particularly our small businesses, and our visitors. I have talked to some local businesses in my district, and I'm sure Tom has talked to some in his. They're cautiously optimistic. What they worry about is concern about what will happen to their existing .com domain, and I hope that Neustar and DeWitt will assist businesses who want to transition, especially during the initial rollout period. Businesses may wish to maintain both domains and publish updates to both, and we should provide tools that make duplication as seamless as possible. Another concern raised by stores in my district is that today people often do not type full domain names into their browsers. They do a lot of Google and search methods, and DeWitt needs to consider the changing dynamics of the web and technology as .NYC is rolled out. For example, can we develop portals such as restaurants.nyc that will list all restaurants with a .nyc domain? Also, how do we ensure, this is something that I know Tom cares about too, that our local neighborhood treasures, such as our diverse eateries and shops, become part of this effort? What is the cost and benefit to them? And those are the ones, I have to be honest with you, that I think are best for tourists and certainly best for New Yorkers, and that's what we want to promote. I don't want, if Gale Brewer is here today and I move to Ohio tomorrow, which I never would, I don't want to be able to take .NYC with me, nor should a store. So thank you for the opportunity to testify, and I look forward to working on this issue, but I do think we need more notice in terms of having a good product. Thank you very much.
Do you have any written testimony?
Yes, I do. We will be glad to submit this written testimony.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for testifying, and we, the agency will take your testimony into consideration. Councilman.